Hey, Zsaki here. I'm just gonna make a rant about regionals, regionals, Yu-Gi-Oh in general, and Yu-Gi-Oh in general, and the format. I'll make a rant about all those three things, but first one is regionals, so I'm gonna do that right now. So regionals, the first thing on my list with regionals, I don't like how people don't think they cannot take showers. Like, you need to take a shower before you go. I scrub up and everything, just scrub myself and everything, get all ready. Because I don't usually see chicks there, but I mean, if there's a nice chick or something that likes to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm just like, hey baby, what up baby? Yeah, I play Yu-Gi-Oh. You like that big bad Yu-Gi-Oh player? That's what I do. But yeah, so I just do that. Walk up, be like, I cleaned today. None of these guys clean. They all stanky. But yeah. So yeah, I just don't get why people don't think they can take showers. Just because you're a good player or just because you anything, usually the stanky players are sometimes good. Like, I'm just like, dang, you stanky, but you good. Like, but I mean, it just sucks playing with them because like the whole game you're like, damn, you stink. Like, you're just sitting there like, oh, you're like, you pick up a card and you're like, oh my gosh, and they're like, oh, dude, you drew a bad card. I'm like, nah, dude, you just stink. Like, you stink so bad right now. Like, it smelled like you just like farted 20 times on yourself. Like, it's so bad. So first players need to come to regionals like clean. Like, you need to come to regionals clean, dude. Like, seriously, like, have some like, have some decency and come clean to the regionals. Don't not shower and be like, oh, I'm just gonna wake up and go in my car and I'm gonna drive to regionals and not take a shower because I'm lazy. No, dude, this is not like you're with like you have like 30, not 30. You have like, why did I say 30? You have like, I don't know how many people are in the regionals. Like, at least like if it's a big region, like 400 maybe. I don't know, maybe more. But well, that's a small regionals. I don't know. Usually regionals like I can't really say right now, but I don't know how many hundred people there. 1,000 doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. YCS did 1,000, but like 100. How many hundred people there are there? You have all their odors in that room. Like, you seriously want to stank up that room and even more because it's already stanky because not everyone's gonna shower. So that's my first thing. That's my first thing. Second thing, I do not like players that shark to win. Like, you're gonna beat them. They have nothing they can do, but they shark you. Or I don't like players. Like, there's this one guy once, and I was playing windups, but I mean, no one respects you when you play windups. You just loop their whole hand and like, oh, game's over. Usually, but I've seen people come back. But I used to play windups, and this guy's like, I summon. This is when Red Priority was still there. I summon, and he's like, do you it was something like about priority. Like, he was like, do you want to go into like, because I summoned tour guide or something, or I summoned a wind up, and he's like, is the summon successful? And I'm like, yeah, it's successful. And he's like, are you sure? And like, he was just like, I don't know what he said to me, but he said something about that. And like, he was just trying to, like, those people who try to confuse you, like, they say the right words so they can confuse you, and if you say yes or no, then like they can like call the judge and be like, oh yeah, he said that, so I can do this play and screw you over. And it's like, dude, if you can't win fairly and you're just gonna try to use the words against me, like, don't play the game, really. Like, the game's supposed to be about fairness, not like sharky shark. Like, oh look, you by accident, like, like, maybe like your hand fell on the ground or something, and they're like, oh, you can't determine if those cards. And I'm like, dude, that's stupid. Like, oh, one card fell on the ground, who cares? Like, it's not like it's not like my whole deck fell on the ground, I picked it up and drew 5 new cards. Like, seriously, it's stupid. But yeah, so that's another thing too. And the third thing about regionals is What's the third thing I don't like about regionals? I don't like. Oh, I don't like the unsportsmanlike stuff. Like seriously, like if you lose, you lose. Don't get upset about it, bro. Like, don't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get all mad now, and I'm gonna go tell my friend how much you sacked on me and everything. Like, it's just if I drew better cards than you, I drew better cards than you. Like, if people always like, oh, you're a sack, bro. Like, okay, so what? Like, I drew good cards. I mean, isn't that the game? Trying to draw good cards. Like, if you sacked on me that much, you wouldn't be complaining. I don't know. If you get mad for no reason, then you're either like unsportsmanlike. Like, I mean, at the end of the game, at least shake my hand. Like, don't be like, oh, nah, I'm good. You sacked on me, so you're not a good player. Seriously, like, if I sack on you, doesn't mean I'm not a good player. It just means I play my cards right to get those cards. Because if I didn't do the plays I did, then I wouldn't have drawn that card. It's not like I stacked my whole deck and then I drew that, and then I knew I was going to draw that card next turn and I sacked on you with it. Now I can see that, but it wasn't like that. So don't get mad, bro. Like, why are you mad? It's dumb. All right, and now I'm going to talk about the format. All right, that's all I have time for. I'll talk to you guys later.